All right, man. So you guys have come a long way since spring ball. What can you say about the culture that's been built from that time to now, with just a little over 3 weeks to go until the beginning of the season?
Really, I just say we got a group of guys that have really bought in. Obviously, it's never an easy process, meeting new people and going about being in a new location, all the X, Y's, and Z's. But that speaks volumes on the character of the guys we got in the program, to the sense that they were able to adjust as fast as they did, and then how we're trending. It doesn't look like the ceiling's anywhere near. So we got a lot to work on, and we're working and we're making strides.
Yeah, Sincere said that you guys are going to turn a lot of heads this season, that maybe this team feels a little bit disrespected. What are your comments on that, and how does it motivate you?
One team, one heartbeat. He really said it best. We know the expectations people have for us. We know the low standards they already have, and to that end, all we got to say is good. We're happy that people feel that way, and we're excited to show them the exact opposite.
How have you developed into a leadership role, and how have you helped some of the other guys, and what guys have you maybe leaned on to help give you some advice?
Really, it's just it's a all hands on deck thing. Like I couldn't do the things I do without my teammates, and hopefully vice versa. So really, it's just been when one guy sees something out of line or out of place, it's not just on one particular person to address it. It's on the team. So being in a role, I guess my voice is heard a little louder. It's nothing more than just me being the voice of my teammates. It's not mine.
Yeah, Sincere was also talking about. He said you guys have a lot of big personalities in this locker room, a lot of jokesters. How important is it to keep that kind of lighthearted spirit? While I know that every day's a grind, you guys got to take things really seriously. But like, how important is that balance?
Really, you hit it right on the head. Like it's really important, because as you know, day in, day out, it's a grind. Like you going against thousands of guys similar to you who all ultimately want the same goal. So having those moments where you can really just sit back, reflect, and just enjoy it, be where your feet at, it's major, and it takes a whole lot of stress. And then when you have a strong bond with your teammates like that, it really shows on the field too on Saturday nights.
Last week, Coach Frost was talking about, with the season coming up, trying to maintain a sense of urgency while also staying patient. I know those are like two completely opposite things, so how hard is that to balance, but also how important is it?
It's really a filling out thing. Obviously, it's of utmost importance. Like you gotta know how, and that's just everything with life, like work and play and all that. So really just knowing that time is around the corner, but falling back on the sense that like you worked for this like your whole life. So just maintaining that is real important, but it's real doable.
How would you describe your game?
Athletic, to say the least. I don't want to just put one label to it and say I'm doing one particular thing, because quite frankly I'm not. It's dropping, it's coming off the edge, it's fitting the ball in the A gap, it's doing whatever it takes to win.
What do you guys feel like you've learned under Coach Grinch, just in the short time that you've been with him, and like how do you feel about him as a coach and as a leader?
He's a tremendous leader. He's one of those like born leaders of men. He really knows how to touch you as a man, touch the individual to his soul, and really get you to bring the best out of yourself. So in that regard, he's a great coach, and then he really knows how to, or he really instills the fact that just go be you, go be great, go do what you were ordained to do on that grass, and then let all the work show you put in all off-season show.
What can you say individually about your own growth? I know we talked a little bit about the team, but what can you say for you, seeing where you come from maybe the beginning of April to this point in the beginning of August?
Yeah, obviously it's a blessing to make the strides I have in just this short amount of time, both physically, mentally, and athletically. The gained a tremendous amount of weight. I feel like I'm seeing the game in the slowed down version, and obviously I have a great group of men supporting me in everything I do, both on the field and off. So.
Yeah, Coach Frost talked about the importance of getting in the weight room and really pushing yourselves to the next level to put on that strength. How do you think, beyond the physical aspect, that's helped you develop mentally, where, hey, maybe I don't feel like taking this rep today, but I know I have to get to the next level?
Oh, for sure. Grinch loves talking about the fact that that's just the game of football. You're not gonna feel good. That's point blank period. That's a well-known fact. Like, and that's, you can take that into all aspects of life. You're gonna wake up one day for work and you're not gonna want to do it, but like obviously it's got to be done. And it's like how bad do you really have to be for everything to be perfect for you to do your job? And that's the saying that's really gained popularity around the building. So really taking that to heart and using it in all aspects of our day-to-day lives.
Yeah, well, okay, I'm Brandon Helwig. I cover
Yes,
UCF
sir,
for On
pleasure.
3, UCFsports.com. So you've come in, and you've really made an impact from what we gather. I mean, you were one of the guys they took to Big 12 Media Day, so you must have been
Yes,
doing
sir.
something from a leadership standpoint, for the coaches to want to bring you there. So is that something, have you always kind of been like that, or has this kind of been a new situation where it's the tail end of your career where you kind of have to step up in multiple ways?
Honestly, I can't for sure say myself. I really just attribute it to my parents, I guess. Just their tremendous upbringing of me, and just how I carry myself on a day-to-day basis, interacting with my teammates, with my coaches, and just like you said, I am at the back end of my career where I'm at a point where it's like I've achieved a certain level of maturity that is required to take steps like that. So honestly, like I said earlier, it's a blessing to have been chosen, selected for something like that. But it wasn't by my own strength. It's credit to all my teammates and the staff I surround myself.
Yeah, I mean, how excited are you for this season just to kind of prove what you can do? I know you're established. You played a lot in your career. I'm sure there's a lot you haven't shown that you want to do now at UCF. How excited are you for this season?
Honestly, the season couldn't come any faster. It's a long, grueling off season. It's had its ups and downs, and I'm just excited to see the fruits of our labor.
Yeah, tell us about your linebacker coach, Coach D'Onofrio. He's kind of seems like a no-nonsense guy. He knows his stuff. What's it like working with him? What's he like?
Coach D'Onofrio, he's going to be, one thing about it, he's a constant. He's up there. He's right up there with Death and Taxes. Coach D going to come in there and act the same. So he really keeps us on our toes. And like I was saying earlier, having to approach everything with the same mindset. You're going to wake up one day tired. That man, he won't let you. If at any point you feel like you're slipping, he's not going to let you. And that speaks volumes for the type of individual he is.
A lot of new guys at linebacker. You're new, obviously Lewis, some other guys as well. Just talk about that group. Who's impressed you? Who are you looking forward to playing alongside this season?
Really, that group as a whole, from my first day coming here, I believe January or February, early on, the group was a little different. Guys were still in that feeling out stage. Didn't know how to really conduct themselves, but from then to now, we really established ourselves as a group of men where people on the team can look to us or can see an example out of us, and then that speaks volumes to Coach D again. He's really brought us up in his tough loving ways, but it's for sure proved to be beneficial.
Who's had a good camp? Whether anyone on defense, linebacker, anywhere else, even offense. I don't know if you've been paying attention closely over there. Who's been looking good so far?
We got a number of guys. I like to give you the whole list, but it really keeps going. And the strides I was talking about from winter to now is Lewis for an example is a perfect one, and that's just a guy that I'm standing right next to on a daily basis. So I feel like I have really the best seat in the house watching his development. So just the speed, his intent, and how he goes about his business on the field.
Yeah, what is he like on the field? I know he's made some splash plays at Oklahoma, but I don't know if he's really been a full-time starter. It kind of looks like he's earning, he's getting to that point where it looks like he's going to be playing a huge role at UCF. So just what kind of linebacker, what can we expect from Lewis?
Lewis for sure is going to have a role on this team. He's one of those guys where it's you can see it just how he moves on the field or how he conducts himself. He doesn't have to be in the limelight. He's willing to do whatever it takes for his teammates and his team to succeed. So he's gonna stick his nose in that fan if he needs to. He's gonna make something happen, and then he's someone you can lean on late practice. You starting to get in your way. You're starting to cave in. He's a guy. He's gonna bring you back up.
How do you like Coach Scott Frost? Being a player under head coach Scott Frost, what is he like?
Coach Frost himself is just a blessing. He may not know it, but he's really making an impact on a lot of young men's lives on this squad. So just him having that characteristic just makes it easier to go into the building knowing you have a leader that not only is worried about what happens between these 100 yards, but he's willing to invest. He's really willing to open up that Bible and read you a verse.
So is he just easy to relate to? Is it just kind of like a laid back environment? Like there's none of that kind of apprehension where like the head coach is kind of off limit. Just expand more on that.
I wouldn't say he's a laid back coach. He's for sure about his business. I don't want that to get misconstrued, but he's for sure one of those coaches where it's not added tension. I know a lot of places they have a coach where it's consistently added tension that may or may not, who's to say, may or may not be necessary. So he's one of those guys where if it's not going to better the team, it's not going to benefit your personal career, it's no business talking about it.
So you've been going through camp, going through spring. Tell us about this defense. How good do you think you guys could be this year?
We're going to be, I feel like we have one of those groups. Fast pace at every single level, hard nosed. Everybody's got that mindset, and through the conditioning, through the training we're going through, we're going to be a force to be reckoned with, and I can guarantee that.
Are there any games you're looking forward to in particular? I mean, you're looking forward to all of them.
I was about to say,
are there any games that you're looking forward to more than the others?
I wouldn't say any more than the others. We got to approach every game the same, but just excited to get out there with my boys and then really show what we got to offer.
Kelly, good luck, man.
Yes, sir. Thank you.